Valladolid 0-1 Barcelona report, Ousmane Dembele scores only goal to give Spanish champions victory. Gerard Pique was left furious at the state of the Valladolid pitch, but Barcelona emerged victorious thanks to Ousmane Dembele's second-half goal. The Spanish champions endured a difficult night at the Jose Zurrilla Stadium, but claimed all 3 points thanks to the World Cup winner. Los Cules had found their hosts a tough nut to crack for 57 minutes, but when Sergio Roberto nodded down Luis Suarez's overhit cross, Dembele fired home from 8 yards on the volley. Nelly promoted Valladolid thought they had leveled in injury time through Cuques, but his strike was disallowed after VAR was consulted. After the game, Pique raged about the state of the pitch, with Valladolid having laid new turf just 4 days ago. It cut up from the get-go, leaving huge divots whenever a player hit the deck. The Catalan defender fumed, "It's a disgrace. There's a huge risk of injury playing on it. It's shameful. It needs to be sorted out. It's a disgrace that there are pitches like this. We want to sell La Liga to the US, but first of all we have to worry about what's going on here because the risk of injury, tonight, was huge." Nevertheless, Ernesto Valverde's men returned home with all 3 points in the bag. All the action, as it happened, below. Thanks for joining our commentary this evening. Until next time, goodbye. Barcelona secure their second win on the bounce to start the season, but by the skin of their teeth. Ernesto Valverde's men were forced to battle for 93 minutes to notch the victory. Ousmane Dembele's strike was the difference between the two teams, although Cuques could have leveled in the dying stages, only to be denied by VAR for offside. The forward strayed a millimeter beyond Gerard Pique, the final defender, as he converted from close range. It proved to be so costly as Valladolid were denied a share of the spoils. The Catalan club managed to grind out the result, which will delight their manager. Full-time, Real Valladolid 0-1 Barcelona disallowed goal. Heartbreak for Valladolid. The home side believe that they've got their leveler at the death. Cuques heads home from Calero's cross into the middle. He races off and celebrates, but the referee goes to VAR for the decision. The striker is proven to be offside by millimeters as he makes his run before heading past Ter Stegen. A cruel twist of fate for Valladolid. There will be 3 minutes of added time. Wide. Patient build-up from Valladolid allows Alcaraz to raid into space before shooting from distance, but he pulls his effort wide of the target. Not the best strike from 25 yards. Suarez is withdrawn from Müller for the final minutes. Save. Vidal flicks the ball into the path of Malcolm down the left inside channel. The Brazilian goes for the blast from the tight angle. Messi makes a solid save and holds the ball in the process. The home side are still alive in the game. Nacho sends a long ball over the top and it almost allows Cuques to break in behind as Pique misjudges the flight. Ter Stegen bails out his teammate, gathering ahead of the Valladolid striker. Cuques is guilty of handball on the right flank and he hands Barcelona a free kick in a dangerous position. Messi's free kick from the wing is cleared by the home side, who are running out of time to get back into the contest. Tony Villa makes way for Verde for the home side. Disallowed goal. Suarez thinks he has wrapped up the points for the visitors. He latches onto Messi's through ball and slots his effort into the bottom corner. However, the offside flag is raised despite his finger wagging. VAR is used to prove him wrong as he did mistime his run on the edge of the box. Coutinho is replaced by Malcolm for the closing stages of the contest. Save. Tony Villa sends a cross into the box from a corner on the left. Olivares rises to head at goal in the area, but he directs a tame effort straight at Ter Stegen. Barcelona have been far from their best this evening, but they can still hold out for a solid win. It's a test of their resolve to see out the 3 points in a hostile environment. Chance. Valladolid press down the left and Cuques sends a brilliant cross into the box for Cuques to attack. He has a free header to guide towards the target, but he heads straight at Ter Stegen, who makes a comfortable save. Cuques knows that was a golden opportunity. Vidal replaces Dembele for the visitors. Oscar Plano makes a surge down the left and he goes for power with a low cross, but Umtiti hammers the ball out of play for a corner. Valladolid still have belief of forcing the result. Tony Villa is released down the left flank by a good pass from Calero. The forward sends a fine delivery to the back post for Kopp to attack, but Pique is well placed with a clearing header. Lionel has played well on his debut, but now makes way for Duge Kopp. Barca hold their ground from the two deliveries into the box from the resulting set pieces. It has been a battle from the off this evening for the Catalan club. Tony Villa attempts to unlock the Barca defense in the final third, but Busquets is in the right place to make the intervention to send the ball out for a corner. Valladolid are still in the game as complete control has evaded Barca this evening. Valverde will be hoping that his side can snatch the second goal to kill off the contest. Messi tries to weave his way through the Valladolid defense, but he tries to do too much in the final third and gets closed down. Suarez's movement was not the best in support of his skipper. Fernandez is withdrawn for Cuco for the home side. Valladolid build a promising move as Fernandez sends the ball out wide for Tony Villa. The forward fires a low ball into the middle, but Ter Stegen is alert to gather the loose ball. Barca open the scoring out of nowhere. It had been an even start to the second half, but the reigning champions have the lead. Sergio Roberto does brilliantly on the right flank to head the ball back from the byline to set up Dembele for the opening goal. Pique chops down Oscar Plano on the charge and goes into the book. Goal. Dembele puts Barca ahead. 1-0. The Frenchman strokes the ball into the bottom corner from close range. A long ball over the top from Suarez played Sergio Roberto in down the right. He was forced to leap to head it back across the face of goal. Dembele was in the right place at the right time, placing his effort past Messi into the net. There was a slight moment of confusion as to if Sergio Roberto kept the ball in play when he made contact with his header on the byline, but the Spaniard did brilliantly to tee up his teammate to score.